fans, do you want to win your share of $100,000? Simply enter the houseofboxing.com Fight Night Prediction Challenge. Compete with boxing fans around the world. Simply head over to houseofboxing.com and sign up now.
This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and William Hill. Delighted to be joined with the IBF and Ring Magazine Cruiserweight World Champion, Mr. Jai Opetaia. It's been a couple of weeks since you defeated Jordan Thompson on UK shores, but how have you been finding a bit of downtime? I see you was in Paris.
Yeah, man. We stopped by Paris and had a little bit of fun in Amsterdam, and now I got home about 2 days ago. So we're just back in the training, first day back, and we're just sort of getting over the jet lag. So
What's it like sort of now being out of camp, because you were out of camp for so long without a date, and now is it sort of now you just want to keep back in the gym, keep ticking over?
I was never out of camp. We never had a fight, but I was still active. I was still training. I don't just come in the gym when I'm in camp. I live in the gym. You know what I mean? I train hard every day.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll go on to September the 30th, a real statement. First of all, how nice was it to be out and be back firing again and actually have a fight and just have a whole week experience?
No, it was awesome. It was a relief. I waited so long to get back in the ring. And then to get the job done in the way we did it, it was a relief, man. I was happy to be back in there.
I was going to say, was there a lot of nerves going into the fight? Because obviously it'd been so long, it'd been a while. You've obviously had the surgery, the broken jaw, all these sorts of things. So was there a lot of nerves? I don't know how it will be. Like, sort of, you've been in the ring so many times, but you didn't know how it would be with all the adversity that you had to overcome.
Like you said, man, I've been in the ring so many times. I was nervous. I was more nervous, at all the press conferences and all the media stuff and all that stuff. Just it's all talk. Just, you know what I mean? But as soon as we started warming up in that change room, bro, that was just, it's here. You know what I mean? Finally, it was just hunger. You know what I mean? We waited so long to get here. We've been through so much, surgeries, problems in the family, like just shit on shit, everything trying to drag me back. And then just to be there, start warming up, about to walk out and headline an OVO stadium, finally, you know what I mean? So I was pumped and, I was excited, and I'm just can't wait for that feeling again.
And for someone like you, with your character and the adversity that you had to overcome, you just talked about the family problems, the injuries, everything like that. Do you feel like that built your character so much more that really now, going on after this year, you're unbreakable?
No, we're not unbreakable. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm not made of iron. Then that's if I thought I was unbreakable, then I wouldn't train so hard. Do you know what I mean? I train hard, and that's why I believe in myself. I believe in my preparation. I prep good. I train hard. I dedicate myself to this sport, and that's why I'm confident. You know what I mean? And even all the adversities that we do go through, it hasn't broken it. You know what I mean? It still hasn't derailed my focus. My training stays solid all the time, and it keeps me sane, to be honest. So that's where my confidence comes from, is the hard work I put in behind the scenes.
I was going to say, is that a real testament to your character? Because easily after the year that you've been through and all the frustrations, especially being a world champion, people easily could have been derailed, but really you just put in an amazing performance against Jordan Thompson.
Well, I just think anyone that wants to do whatever they want to do and be the best at it, you're going to come through adversities. You know what I mean? You're going to come through problems. You're going to come through those make or break situations. And then you just got to ask yourself, do you want it bad enough or not? You know what I mean? And I do want it that bad. And everyone around me knows I want it that bad. So it's difficult at times, but at the same time, I'm grateful to have people that have my back and they know what I'm focused on. I'm blessed as well. So
does it feel better when you had the performance get Jordan Thompson and was really punch perfect in a way?
Yeah, no, I was really happy to go there and make a statement the way I did. You know, it was perfect in my eyes. Like in a way to go there against the odds and, you know, enemy territory and make a statement like that, earn my fans, and against Jordan, who's a good opponent. You know what I mean? I feel like people were trashing him just because of the way I beat him now. You know,
Yeah.
before I beat him, everyone was saying he's a heavy hitter, he's gonna do this and that. But I outworked him, I out-trained him every day. So that's why I won.
Does it feel good that now do you feel like you made a statement and you now are known to the UK public? Because not many people probably would have watched you before you fought Brady. So now Jordan Thompson, you fought on the UK shores, stopping one of our guys. It's such a good performance. Your stock's gone up, miles.
Yeah, well, but that's just normal. You know what I mean? Nobody knows until they see it with their own eyes, and like even the Breeders' fight, like, but and I the first one to admit it, like everyone even says about Jordan Thompson how he wasn't ready for this fight. His opponents weren't ready. Like, mate, he's 30 years old. If he's not going to be ready now, when will he be ready? You know what I mean? Like, uh, before I fought Bradis, I had never fought anyone like Bradis. I'd never fought anyone on that international level. So, you know what I mean? You got to take those risks, and champions, when those times do come, they rise to the occasion. You know what I mean? And that's what I've got to continue to do, is just keep rising to the occasion.
Absolutely. And one thing you said before the fight was that you wanted, you might expect a few boos when you're walking in there, but you want to leave with, a standing ovation and applause. I think definitely you got that from the UK crowd. So was that special to have that and gain the respect of the fans?
For sure, man. That was honestly one of the best feelings, is to walk out and get booed and then being cheered after the fight. That's what it's about. And that's why I respect the crowd there. You know what I mean? That's why I respect the UK crowd, because they respect real fighters. And that, I believe, that's what they saw on September 1st, you know what I mean? Or September 30, sorry. Like, I go out there and I earn respect in the ring.
And after the fight, after you stopped him, the ref waves it off. There was so much passion from you and your team and so much of excitement for winning. Was that just a release of all the built up energy that you'd had for the past months?
Yeah, for sure. It was huge, you know, like we had gone through so much adversity to get there, you know, not it, like my whole team make sacrifices, you know, like even all the pullbacks with Masanak and Ryakapur, that doesn't just fuck my day up. That's my whole team. We all make sacrifices. When we're in camp, we all lock in a camp. You know what I mean? Like, if they got to match my energy as well, you know what I mean? Like, we're a hard working team. You know, my boxing coach, my strength conditioner, everyone knows when they're around me, bro. We are switched on, and we don't have fun when we're locked in. So it doesn't just affect me; it affects my whole team. So it was good, and the feeling of that win and the way we won, it was a victory for all of us. So.
And the feeling of winning, it's something that can't really be mirrored anywhere. So you say that must when it never gets old. So it must have been such a good feeling there, and that you always get after every win.
Yeah, it was, but that one was
Yeah, a
a
little bit
bit more
special.
sweeter, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And especially because, like, the build up and feeling, everyone's just talking about this and that and the power, and I felt like they were making it. We went to the weigh-in and there was just Jordan Thompson's logos everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, oh, all right, And then even at the press conference, every fighter on that panel, so when they finished talking, they ended it with, and then Jordan Thompson's going to be a world champion. You know what I mean? Like, it was me against all of them, I felt, in a way. But in saying that, I don't mean this, like, they're backing their boy, but hey, we made a statement and we earned everyone's respect, and that's why we were there.
I was going to say that. Like, did you feel in the whole build-up a little bit disrespected by you were sort of against everyone?
Bro, they were backing their boy, you know what I mean? At the time, bro, it was firing me up, you know what I mean? I was like sitting at that panel, like, just chewing my jaw, like, just go away, like, let's fight,
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Because all those press conferences, man, they don't mean anything, really. You know what I mean? People get confused with the showbiz and the fight game. You know what I mean? They're like, look at all this stuff, like with the YouTubers and the Tommy Furies and like that's that's not, you know what I mean? We're fighting for world titles.
Mhm.
These guys have to sell that because but that's not us. That's not real fighters. You know, we shouldn't have to do that. Our skills and our boxing ability should sell the fight. So, you know, that's why all that talk just I was happy for the talk to end and just get in the ring.
Absolutely. And you look now, what's next for you? And what do you want next? You talked about winning the WBO. Obviously, Maris Bradis might be the mandatory challenger. What would you think ideally would be next for you?
Um, you know, I think honestly, I'm not sure that I think the IBF have demanded Maris Bradis, but if he takes the fight or not, we'll have to wait and see. Uh, you know, I'm just waiting for contracts to be signed. You know, I've had so many pullouts on me and so many dates changed and shit like that. So, and I just train my ass off, and whoever's standing across from me in the ring on that day, that's who I got to beat.
With you saying that, and you said so much stuff that happened, has it widened your knowledge and widened your eyes of boxing can be a savage game at times?
For sure. It's more just the business side of boxing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When the business side comes in, and you know promoters don't get along and shit like that. That's when it starts to sort of become a circus. But you know, it is what it is. I can't control that sort of stuff. All I can control is my own preparation and being ready for whoever they put in front of me.
absolutely. We'll go on to someone who has obviously talked about after the fight. You spoke about potentially going down to Morecambe Bay to spar Tyson Fury. He's got obviously got Ngannou coming up, and there's potentially Oleksandr Usyk. Your style was very mirrored to someone like Oleksandr Usyk. Is there any update you can talk about with the sparring with Tyson Fury?
Definitely, man. As soon as they need that sparring, I'm there. You know, I can't wait for it. You know, it's going to be a good experience for me. Good sparring, good to be a part of a camp like that. You know, they got some good fighters, and just to feed off the energy, I'm really looking forward to it. You know, and I'm really looking forward to also getting my name out there. You know, I want them to know who I am as well. So.
I was going to say, especially for someone like you who arguably could be on pound for pound level, do you feel like the sparring and being around someone like that could just elevate your stock, even more than it already could be?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. You know, you hang around world champs and stuff. It's good to be a part of. You know what I mean? Tyson Fury's the heavyweight world champion. You know what I mean? It's huge. So to be able to move around with him, and also I want to move around with him. I want to see what he's like. I want to see where I'm at against someone like that. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm a student of the craft. You know what I mean? I'm keen to just be around that sort of atmosphere and learn.
Definitely. Just the last one from me. Now you obviously had Tasman fighters, and now you're working with Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. What's it been like working with Eddie so far?
Yeah, it's been good. You know, we've had a few little conversations, but um, I feel like this fight was what I needed. Now we're going to start laying a path and seeing what's next.
Absolutely, definitely. Jai, I just want to say thank you for taking time to speak to me. Really appreciate it. All the best. Hopefully, it won't be the last time before we see you on UK shores, mate.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support.
Top man. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you, mate. Top man.